Hello and welcome to my channel, Heartfelt Crochets by Darlene. Today is kind of a bittersweet day. Today is a bittersweet day. Some of you have watched my videos and saw my Daisy dog in a couple of the videos here and there. I'm going to try to get through this without crying. She was 14 and a half years old, and yesterday we had to make the decision to end her suffering, and she crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. I knew I wouldn't be able to make it through. So we had to say goodbye to our pet, who was like our child for 14 and a half years. She was a special girl, and I can still feel her here. She's here in spirit, and it's my belief that we will be together again one day. So the sweet end of this is I want to share with you that I have some good news, that I finally opened my Etsy shop, and I have that link in all of the descriptions of all of my videos, past and for going forward in the future now. And I want to share with you the 6 patterns that I have designed and put on my Etsy shop. I had already shared a couple of them. The ones that I did share on 2 other videos was Theodore Bear and Little Lady Bear. I shared these 2, so if you want more information on these 2, you can go back and I'll link the video on these 2 bears if you want to check that video out. And then I had also shared my rainbow unicorn, and I'll also leave the link in the description box so that you can check out all the information on her if you want to do that. So the other ones that I've designed, and I've made notes, so I'm going to be looking down as I talk about them a little bit. I apologize for that. I try as much as I can to just continue looking at you, but sometimes I have to refer to my notes, and sometimes I look off in thought. All right, so the next one I wanted to share with you was my spider monkey. I think he came out pretty cool. He was my second pattern that I designed, and I have these stuffed animals in my room that I have gotten over the years as gifts, and that were my mom's, and I have been using them as inspirations. And I had a little furry spider monkey, and I decided I was going to try to design one in Crochet Amigurumi. So here's him and his very long tail. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about him. Okay, so for him, I used Parfait chunky yarn by Premier Yarns, and in the color, this yarn is in the color Toffee, and he is all in that one color. His eyebrows and then the line under his nose, that is just regular black worsted yarn to give him 5 toes. And he has very dark brown eyes, and those are 18 millimeter safety eyes and a 16 millimeter safety nose. And of course, I stuffed him with polyfill fiber, and I will put all of those links in the description box below the video. Okay, so that's Spider Monkey. My next design that I did was this alligator. I love this alligator. He is just beautiful. He's large. I can't remember what I had. It's on the pattern in my Etsy shop on exactly how long he is. I don't remember. But I used loops and threads, chenille home slims yarn in the color Agave. And again, he's all one color. He has large red eyes, and those are 22 millimeter eyes. And you do have to sew on the legs later. My other patterns, my bears and my monkey, are all no-sew limbs. But you do need to sew on the ears and the head onto the body on those other patterns. But I tried to have all of my designs so that the limbs are no-sew. And, but this one you have to sew the limbs on, and you have to crochet the little claws on after the fact onto the little leg. And he is stuffed with polyfill fiber filling. So that's Mr. Alligator. You could, no, he's an alligator. I was gonna say you could call him a croc too, but no, he has a wide nose. He doesn't have that long, slender nose like a crocodile, so he's an alligator. Okay, and then I created this adorable little mushroom. I love him. He's awesome. I made him out of Bernate blanket yarn, and this color, beige, I think it is, and this is Bernate blanket crimson red. And then I have some little yellow specks throughout the cap of the mushroom, and I use the sun-soaked yellow, also the Bernate blanket yarn. And then for the little eyelashes in the mouth, again, I used just the regular black worsted yarn for embroidering in the little eyelashes in the mouth. And these are, let me look. These are 11 millimeter safety eyes. Okay. Oh, let me back up. For the alligator, I used a 6 millimeter hook. For this mushroom, I used a 4.5 millimeter hook. For the monkey, I used a 3.5 millimeter hook. And for the bears was a 4 millimeter hook. And then the unicorn was a 4.5 millimeter hook. And of course, that information is going to be in the patterns if and when you purchase them. Okay, so that's the mushroom. And then let's see. So for the sixth item that I have designed so far, again, I had, oh, it's right here. Let me show you. Okay, so there was this little stuffed animal that I had in my bedroom that I got so long ago. I can't even remember who I got it from. But it was this little guy. So I used him as an inspiration. Little dog. Just a little dog. And I designed this little dog. I call her name's Candy because she just has all these bright colors of candy. And then I gave her a bow of all the same colors of her limbs and her ears. I just cut long strands of each color and put them together and just made a long chain, and then wrapped it, made a bow, and then sewed it to her neck. See, it doesn't go around the back, it's just the front. So she is in, before I get to the colors, let me tell you that this is all, again, Parfait Chunky yarn by Premier Yarns. And I'm going to see if I can rattle off the colors right off the top of my head without having to look. So her body and her head is in the color mustard. This is in the color, this ear is in the color bubblegum. And this one is Seaside. This one's, the yellow arms is Sunshine and Key Lime. And it's got a little tail. And then the snout is white. And it's 10 millimeter eyes. I used a 3.5 millimeter hook for these little guys. And for the nose, instead of using a safety nose, I used the black worsted yarn and just embroidered the little nose into the snout. And again, filled with Poly-fil fiber stuffing. Then after I made this one, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to take pictures as I was designing this pattern. So I went ahead and I made a boy one. His name is Coco. So in the pattern, you will see pictures of this guy. And I kind of like the idea of having the both because it shows you, just because you see this as the picture of the front of the pattern doesn't mean that you have to go according to these colors. You know, you can make them in any, you can crochet them in any color that you desire. So don't stop buying patterns because of the color in the picture. Use your own imagination and put your own colors in. So this one, the body and the head is in also Parfait Chunky Premier Yarns in the color Teddy Bear, and then in the color Toffee for the ears and the limbs, and then the tail is also Teddy Bear. I made his snout in the color Toffee, and again I embroidered his nose and the line below his nose onto the snout with black regular worsted yarn. And the worsted yarn that I used are the Red Heart Super Saver yarn. And again, his eyes are 10 millimeter and stuffed with Poly-fil fiber stuffing. I can't even begin to try to hold them all in my arms. I'm gonna try. All right, so we got dogs. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, I'm only gonna hold one bear. I'm gonna hold Theodore bear. And then I have the unicorn. Yep. Uh-oh. I don't think this is gonna work. Shall I put, well, nope. Monkey. Alligator. You can kind of see it. That's kind of cool. Okay, hold on. Okay, I didn't want to drop them all over the floor. So that was fun. I will link all of the information on those guys, except with the exceptions of the bears and the unicorn, because those are in the other videos. If you want information on them, like I said, I'll put the link in the description below the video, and you can just go ahead and click on them, watch them, get the information on them. All of the other ones, I will put the yarns used, the color of the yarn, and the link to the patterns over at my Etsy shop. And let me know what you think of them. If you decide to buy the pattern, let me know how it came out for you and share a picture. I want to see. So if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell and leave a comment below. Just let me know which pattern you decided to buy, if any, and which one of my designs that you think that you liked the best. Or if you liked all 6, number them 1 through 6. I'm kind of curious. All right. Thank you again. Hope to see you next time. Bye.